What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're recapping WWE Smackdown after SummerSlam, and I'm just going to say straight away, I thought this Smackdown was pretty bad. Coming off SummerSlam, I expected a massive show with new storylines kicking off, but a lot of this episode just felt slow and underwhelming. However, there was a massive positive. Tatum Paxley made her Smackdown debut with Alexa Bliss. So let's get into the show from start to finish. CM Punk, Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. Smackdown opened with CM Punk and Cody Rhodes addressing what happened at SummerSlam. Cody wanted answered about Randy Orton attacking him and costing him the WWE Championship. Punk said he had nothing to do with Orton's attack, but Cody made it clear that he and Punk still had unfinished business. Then Kevin Owens came out and things immediately got more interesting. Owens and Punk went face to face ahead of the WWE Championship match, with KO making it clear that he wants to finally become World Championship again. The history between these two made the promo pretty entertaining. My thoughts, this was probably one of the better parts of the show. Punk and Orton could have a really great rivalry, but the opening also felt like WWE was trying to cram too many stories into one segment. And then the United States Championship match, Baron Corbin versus Trick Williams. Up next, Baron Corbin defended the United States Championship against Trick Williams in a SummerSlam rematch. Trick came close multiple times and even hit the trick shot, but Corbin managed to survive by grabbing the rope. Eventually, Corbin grabbed the United States Championship and hit Trick with the belt behind the ref's back, and Corbin got a 3 count and retained. After, Carmelo Hayes attacked Corbin to make it clear that he wants the next title match will be next week. Hopefully Carmelo Hayes getting involved freshens the championship stories. And then it was Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. It was backstage. Sami confronted Nick Aldis and complained about how many times he's been screwed out. Then Kevin Owens showed up. Sami basically told Kevin that while he's happy to have him back, Kevin's return also costed Sami another chance to become a number one or a person up next. There were definitely some tension between these two. My thoughts, interesting little segment. I wouldn't mind seeing Sami slowly become jealous of Owens if WWE wants to take their friendship in a different direction. Then next up, the new interim WWE Championship, Chelsea Green, came out to celebrate her SummerSlam victory alongside Tiffany Stratton. But obviously the celebration didn't last very long. Fatal Influence interrupted, led into a women's tag team championship match. Again, I thought the whole segment just dragged a little bit. Dragged out a little bit. And then Chelsea Green winning at SummerSlam, she felt like a massive moment, but the celebration didn't really feel important as it should have. And then after the celebration, it was the Fatal Influence versus more Phelan Henley and Lainey Reid versus Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton. There were some decent moments, but it wasn't really interesting in this match. Fatal Influence eventually hit their finishing combination on Chelsea and retained. Then after the match, Nia and Lash attacked Chelsea and Tiffany. Nia even stood over Chelsea with the Women's Championship. My thoughts on this segment. One of the weakest segments on SmackDown for me. There's obviously a lot happening in the women's division, but everything felt a little messy rather than making me excited for what's next. And then Randy Orton finally came out to explain why he attacked Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. Before he could get started, Cody came out looking for a fight. Orton basically told Cody himself asked for the old Randy Orton back, and now he's got him. He said the best version of himself wasn't going to win the World Championship number 15, but the worst version of Randy will. So maybe definitely the Punch go come back. He then promised that as long as he's around, Cody will never hold the WWE Championship again. Cody responded by saying he's no longer champion, meaning he doesn't have to be the good guy anymore either. My thoughts of this promo, I actually kind of liked it. If they do it right, then I'm gonna love it. Then the WrestleMania setup, heel Randy Orton going after Cody Rhodes could be great, especially if WWE fully lets Randy Orton become the Legend Killer again. If Randy becomes the Legend Killer and no stupid brawls, actually good brawls, then it can be good. And then Nikki Bella appeared and blamed Paige for what happened to Brie Bella. She said she originally brought Paige in to help them, but now she wants to make the rest of Paige's career miserable. My thoughts, it was fine. It continues the storyline, but it wasn't really anything that made this episode feel musty. And then just before the main event, Shinsuke we also got a promo from Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura sent a warning to the Tongans and said this time he isn't going into a battle alone. They'll obviously tease Nakamura bringing someone with him in the future. My thoughts, short segment, but I'm very interested to see Nakamura gets as backer. I hope this leads to Nakamura push. And then the main event, Charlotte Flair and Jade Cargill finally got the match it was probably looking forward to the most. I wasn't looking forward to the most. It's like, man, this isn't like the best women's feud. There's other good ones. The match itself was easily one of the better wrestling proportions of the episode. Definitely the best wrestling match of SmackDown today. Charlotte Flair and Jade went back and forth. Charlotte eventually managed to lock in the figure 8, and then anything started breaking down. Everything started breaking down. B-Fab and Meechin became involved around ringside. And then Alexa Bliss appeared at the entrance stage with Lily the doll, and then all the lights came out. And then when they came back on, the best debut of all time, Tatum Paxley is on Smackdown. One of the best. I'm really looking forward. Best spot, best people to put her with. Alexa and Tatum. Tatum's definitely the future Alexa Bliss. I feel like they definitely gonna do like kind of like some. Charlotte needs to just get out of this storyline, and just Alexa, Tatum, and they need to start picking up like scary people, kind of like make a new like Wyatt family. Would be sick. Tatum appeared on the top rope and took out Jay's group, B-Fab and Meechin. What a way to introduce her to the main roster. Charlotte then took advantage and eventually picked up the victory, but forgot the result. Tatum Paxley was the highlight of the entire show for me. She didn't just walk backstage and introduce herself like Blake Monroe. She didn't get some random 2-minute squash match. WWE immediately put her into a storyline involving Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill, and Alexa Bliss. 3 future Hall of Famers. That's how you make someone feel important. I've been wanting to see some fresh names brought on SmackDown, and Tatum could be exactly what the women's division needs. Okay, my final thoughts. Overall, I didn't think this SmackDown was good for the first show after SummerSlam. I expected way more. There were some decent moments. CM Punk and Kevin Owens was good. Randy and Cody was interesting. Charlotte and Jade delivered a solid main event. But there was also lots of stuff throughout the show that felt like fillers. The pacing wasn't great, and there weren't enough moments that made me think I need to watch SmackDown next week. But SmackDown next week has 3 title matches: Carmelo and Baron Corbin, the Tongans, the R-Truth and Damien, and the War Raiders for the title, and then JC Jane and Tiffany Stratton. But my biggest positive is Tatum Paxley's debut. Her debut was easily my favorite moment of the night. If WWE keeps presenting her like this, I'm really excited to see what she does on SmackDown. My rating for SmackDown is 5 out of 10, and what is mainly getting to 5 is Tatum Paxley's debut. But if Tatum Paxley's debut wasn't in here, it would be a 0 out of 10. This was the worst SmackDown, but Tatum Paxley boosted it to a 5. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. Please put a comment down in this section if you want. But that, I'm out. Peace.